Let's start from the very basics. Friends, I assume we are all very new to database concepts. We are all very new to the technical terms we are going to start from today. We need to land up into practice from tomorrow, second half. For that, we need to have proper plan to set up the lab, because we need to make sure the things are practical, things are real time. Let's get started slowly, step by step. Detailed class notes throughout the course. I will take care. Daily assignments for every concept. For each concept, you have assignments. Participants who respond more, submit assignments on time, get extra items. So ball in your court. Let's stay tuned. Things are vast, very much detailed. I'm ready to repeat the examples any number of times until we practice and respond to the questions on time. Need your support, please. Let's get started now. Let's understand what is database and what we need to do from our next class tomorrow. This is Sai Fanindra from SQL School. I assure you complete practice orientation, cautious classes from scratch. Let's learn together from the very basics of database, from very scratch. And today's agenda, next 15 minutes, about what database means, what SQL means, and what are the career options, what we do and what our colleagues will do. First 15 minutes. Then slowly step into installation process. Tomorrow, first half, again repeat installation, and second half start the practice. What is database? A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data, fully secured, a nice, neat, meaningful, organized format. Two basic types of databases: OLTP, data warehouse. OLTP databases to store live real-time data. Live real-time data like live temperatures, live stock market activities, live online banking, online reservations, anything live, OLTP, remember that. Other one, data warehouse. It is used to store old historical data, inactive data. What is that? Old historical data, inactive data. We also call it as stale data. So OLTP databases, like our showroom in the city, and the godowns are like outskirts of the city. Another example, OLTP is like my living room, warehouse is like my storeroom. And SQL developers will be involved in design of OLTP databases. They have something called normal forms, the backbone, design concept, and data engineers will be involved in data warehouse design. They have something called star, snowflake schemas, medallion architecture as a backbone. What is that? Medallion architecture, MEDA, medallion architecture, part of our data engineering classes. Then what about other project team members or other teams of the project? Data analysts. They analyze the data. They read data from OLTP and data warehouse. Data scientists, they do machine learning, predictive analysis, deep learning, AI implementations, Copilot. generative AI, prompt engineering, natural language processing, etc. To make it more simple and straight, we have OLTP databases and sometimes even non-database sources like Excel. The data would be loaded to warehouse through ETL, extract, transform, load. Observe carefully. What is that? Extract, transform, load concepts. Okay. Now I repeat the first item OLTP. First item OLTP. There's nothing but live online transaction processing databases. Then we have other one, data warehouse. What is it? Data warehouse. Main purpose of data warehouse to store old data, historical data. Next. Then we have reporting, analytics. And other one, data science activities. Now, all these items combined together on my screen now. An important and interesting item, the birthplace of data. Let's think practically from now. Things are very easy. Let's think practically. The birthplace of data. A website, you fill a form, or app, you submit some bot or other response, or files, Excel files, CSV files, or others like Internet of Things, IoT devices, or the moment I switch on my location settings in my mobile, means I'm start sending my data to my Google Maps, Google. So devices, IoT, my mobile is a IoT device, Internet of Things. Your smart TV at your home is an IoT. They send data. Without my smart TV sending data back to the service provider, how they calculate the TRP ratings? Let's think practically. They read our data. Yes, here it is. The birthplace of data, the devices, the apps, and the websites and social media, data has to be stored in OLTP first. From OLTP comes data warehouse next. The warehouse, the godown, the big data. Here is a place where big data comes into picture. OLTP, regular databases, data warehouse, big data. From there comes analytics, OLAP databases, online analytical processing databases. Power BI, it is for reporting, data analysis. To analyze the data from non-database sources, SQL not required. But to analyze the data from OLTP sources and data warehouse sources, we require something called SQL. There is something else called OLAP. We require MDX and DAX. So the different platforms to store the data, different platforms to read the data. With this small intro item, let me take you back once again. What is database? A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. Two types, OLTP, data warehouse. OLTP is the first phase to store the data. Warehouse, second phase. Maybe sometimes final phase. If not, you may have third phase, OLAP. OLAP is optional. Mostly it will be OLTP, data warehouse mandatory. From there comes Power BI for reporting activities. In simplified format, remember, database is a platform to store any type of data. From left, any amount of data, right, big data. Now, how to manage databases, how to group and monitor, manage, secure databases. We need something called DBMS. Here it is to build and design databases, to manage databases, to access databases, to analyze databases, secure, monitor, troubleshoot, and implementing AI, artificial intelligence. We have database management system. Please note it again. AI is a part of our course. It has to be part of our examples. It's salt and pepper in our resume, AI. It comes everywhere. Example RDBMS or example database management systems, we have Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, Postgres, Sybase, Informix, DB2, so on. Our course is into Microsoft SQL Server. Now the question, why? What makes SQL Server Microsoft more powerful? Yes, Microsoft SQL Server is known for ease of use, very user friendly, good number of versions, selected items. We can select whichever version we need as per our requirement, customer requirement. We can select whichever edition we need as per the budget. And on top of it, we have lifelong free editions for our learning and practice purpose. Customers love it for development, free development cost, free testing cost. That's main advantage. Microsoft products are known for comparatively cheaper pricing, free support, free updates. So we go for Microsoft SQL Server in our classes to start our concepts. Remember, first term today, database. Second term, DBMS. Third, one such DBMS called SQL Server. In our classes, we have different types of DBMS anyway. For now, we are at the basics. Database, DBMS, SQL Server. Fourth term in our classes, fourth keyword, buzzword, SQL. Structured query language. To store, manipulate, report, manage whatever activities you would like to do on a database which is inside DBMS, we need SQL. I repeat, database is inside DBMS software, but to talk to database, we need SQL. I am inside my house or my office. To talk to me, I need a language. I am database. My office or house is a DBMS, assume. Then someone wanted to reach me, talk to me, interview me, test me. Yes, we need SQL language, structured query language. Remember, SQL has power to talk to database. SQL has power to dance the database. Note this point. Really amazing, amazing technology SQL. It can do wonders for us, wonders for us. So everywhere, everyone uses SQL, right from developers to administrators to engineers to data scientists to data analysts. Everyone, everywhere, SQL is the boss. SQL is the king. Let's start loving SQL from next class, second half. For that, we need to have certain configurations. Yes, we need to have a multi-server environment to be created carefully for our classes. I repeat again, a multi-server environment. We are not into academic learning. We are into a realistic or mimic prototyping the real world environment. So we need multiple servers. We have 29 concepts 29 concepts to do the basement activities. Database concepts, SQL, MSSQL, architecture, basic tuning activities, procedure, functions, etc. Those 29 concepts on my screen now will make us ready technically for the right side concepts. We should know what is what, right? We need to engineer the things carefully. We need to have command and control on the subject. These 29 concepts we need to learn. Number 28, 29 are very important for us. I'll take care of the detailed notes, step-by-step practice. You please take care of on-time submission of assignments. Need your supports. Need your support. No compromise learning, please. And after you do 1 to 15 until architecture, you are ready to travel right side parallel to the remaining left side. It's up to you. After 15 concepts, you may do parallel learning based on your time constraints. If not sequential, all left, then only one of the right. You have various paths on the right side. Now, what is engineering again? It is about warehouse. So left side OLTP, right side data warehouse or reporting, or engineering and reporting together. Front and back end activities. Choice is yours. If you are good at coding activities, you love coding, you love programming, yes, you can do SQL programming as well. If not, either Azure data engineer or you have Fabric data engineer or data analyst. Any one you will choose. I'll just have minor modification to my slide on my screen. Azure data engineer, one style of data warehousing, cloud computing and big data. Fabric data engineer, again from Microsoft, other style of cloud computing, big data, ETL and warehousing. And Power BI reporting is common in both, either Azure or Fabric. Power BI is common. Hence, you have these combinations. Azure data engineering with Power BI or Fabric engineering with Power BI. If you are into data analyst, then you have Power BI, Python, Excel comes everywhere. Or others like development, SQL programming, Python programming, business analysts, etc. But all these 1 to 29 concepts play a vital role in our classes. If you are into Power BI, it's all about reporting, visualization activities with 7 different design tools. I'll mail you the required day-wise plan for the participants who are learning SQL for Power BI. If someone is going for data engineer, it's all about big data, cloud computing, AI, and data warehouse concepts. Remember, I forgot to mention, Power BI also has AI now called Copilot, part of our classes. Either Power BI or Azure, we have AI. If it is Azure, we have other day-wise specific course plan. I need to send it on email separately based on whichever course you are into. Same way, data analyst. Attendees who are into data analyst. Of course, remember again, the basement is SQL. We are going to start with SQL. Common classes for everyone. After SQL, the division starts. Data analysts, you have module 2 Power BI, module 3 Python in this way. So these slides will be sent to everyone today. Please see, if possible, try to get a print copy to make it clear. Same way attendees are into business analyst. We have additionally Tableau and Agile frameworks separately. And apart from this, we have daily notes, material, everything I'll take care. On-time practice, I request you to take care. For on-time practice, we need to step into installation next. I said we need to configure a multi-server environment, right? We are going to do the lab plan like this. Remember, in real world, we need to work with multiple servers. We may need to work with free trial servers. Few dev and test environments may have it in real world, but majority cases it would be live, realistic, real world licensed server. That is what we are going to use in our course, online server, licensed copy. From our end, from our SQL school end, we need to provide you online server. Day 1 of the course, very next class. But again, you need to have local servers also. If you have Windows OS, then you use local servers in addition to our online server. If you are having MacBook, Mac or other operating systems, unfortunately, in Mac and other OS, free editions of SQL Server are not supported. In such a case, you need to limit your practice to our online server only. I repeat, Windows users, you have your local servers or online servers, both. Non-Windows users, you have our online server only. Local servers may not be possible for installation. But good to know how to do the installation. So here it is. We are going to use the latest versions 2022 evaluation edition. We'll install first. Then 2019 developer edition will install next. Why like this? Yes, we need to learn it carefully. We need to know the differences. Edition to edition differences, version to version differences. And our online server is a licensed copy, a valid, genuine licensed copy, enterprise edition. You'll be given access to that server. The duration of the server access, minimum extra 1 month after the from the completion of the course. But again, the longevity depends on the course and the project and other parameters. Will be informed well in advance anyway, because you have project work in our course and you will submit your project in our online server only. Local free servers won't support project executions. Free are always free, right? Enterprise Developer Express are free demo pieces. Free demo pieces. We need to have online server as well. Enterprise copy. Part of the course. Nothing extra, part of the course. And data center is too costly for us, so we can provide you enterprise edition. But in few companies, you may see data center edition also in real world, but more or less similar features. We have a separate session for edition comparison, version comparisons. So what next? Installation process. We need to install 2022 2019 2 servers in our computer. In addition to that, we need to have our online server access also. And if you are using Mac, I'll guide you how to connect our online server separately. For Windows users, I'll be taking the regular installation process. Before we proceed, once again, to make it clear, to make it easier, yes, we are learning 5 important keywords today. Only 5 things today. Number 1, to make it easier for us. Number 1, we are understanding slowly. I'll take you back to the first item. What is database? Then types of database, of course. Next, from there we learned the next item. What is DBMS? Second topic, second keyword. Number 3, what is SQL? Number 4, the job roles: engineers, data warehouse, analysts, reporting, or coding, programming activities. Number 5, we're understanding something called versions and editions of SQL Server. We need to have 2020 to 2019. The download links will be provided today, and we need to slowly step into installations. We'll go in this way once again. 2022 enterprise evaluation, 2019 developer. You can do vice versa, no problem. But we need Windows 8 or higher OS to do the installations. 6 gig RAM. If we are using MacBook, I'll guide you separately how to connect our online server directly. Next, from here, let's get started with our installation concepts. We'll do it slowly next. After installation comes the next item, practice. So once again, the complete synopsis on my screen. What is database? A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. Types of databases: OLTP, online transaction processing database to store live real-time data. Warehouse to store old inactive data. OLAP, remember, online analytical processing database. To perform, sorry for the typo, I'll mail you the updated notes. To perform big data analytics and forecast, I'll mail you the updated notes. Next, job roles. Here it is. What are the database or what are the job roles in database platform? Developers, design of OLTP. Data engineers, design of data warehouse. Analysts, reporting. BA, customer requirements. And we have something called work items, customer stories, gathering the requirements, understanding the technical inputs, converting natural language customer requirements to technical evaluations, etc. So they also need to have knowledge on database. So they need to understand the customer, they need to understand the actual technical flow of data. Admins manage and maintain databases, DBAs. To work with all these job roles, we need SQL, structured query language, a platform to communicate with any database, a variant of SQL, a type of SQL called TSQL, to communicate with databases stored in Microsoft SQL Server. Simple. You asked me the difference between English and language. I'll say English is a type of language. Windows is a type of OS. TSQL is a type of SQL. Brand. Windows, Microsoft brand. TSQL, Microsoft brand. SQL is generic. TSQL or MSSQL is specific, branded. MSSQL, TSQL, both are same. Remember that. T means transact SQL. T means transact SQL. We'll take it once we start the practice from second half next class. SQL Server, a software from Microsoft to operate and manage databases. Cheaper, easy, user-friendly, and free support. And free big data implementations. Not all in few areas. And AI implementations. I'll show you tomorrow's class during installation. There are certain AI components within SQL Server now. Usually, there is a myth. AI means cloud. Cloud means AI. No. AI can be implemented now in non-cloud environments also. That's an actual fact. There are AI tools that can be installed. And how to install configure SQL Server. This is optional to install, applicable for Windows users. Non-Windows users will be connected to our online server. So next comes detailed installation, and I'll take care of all the notes, and then we'll slowly start the practice. So next concept, we need to step into installation. So before we install, please go through item number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 carefully. Number 8, next part. Please have a look at it carefully. And once again, to make it clear, we are right now in introduction. After introduction, we have to go for installation. I said multi-server environment, 2 servers in your computer. Yes, one computer can have multiple servers. I'll guide you how to install. Each installation takes not more than 2.5 to 3 minutes. Simple process. I said multi-server installation, multi-server environment. It's like this. I'll show you here. In your computer, 2 servers, one 2019, one 2022. One tool to connect your local servers or online server. So detailed installation will be there anyway. Just like a browser connecting to websites, google.com, facebook.com. Here our browser tool will be connecting to 2 servers, server 1, server 2, and server 3 or online server. We'll see how to configure them slowly. Detailed notes will be sent to you. If possible, please take print copies of the notes. Not only the notes, you'll be receiving the FAQ answers. All FAQ answers will be again in Word document format. So make sure you take print copies of the class notes as well as print copy of the FAQ answers also. It has supporting images, etc. in our journey. With this, we'll wait now. We'll pause for some time. Let's have questions and answers, and then we need to proceed for our next step, installation. We'll do it slowly, step by step. I'll wait.